what are the benefits of aquaponics? Can't wait to get in here and show you about this. There are so many different benefits of aquaponics. Honestly, it is the way of the future, and it is the way that can help so many people on a small scale and on large scale too. This video is all about your personal backyard usage, but on a commercial scale it is an awesome opportunity if people can understand the whole aquatic husbandry thing. But on your backyard level, just come on, seriously, benefits. But we're going to go through it a little bit more detail. So the benefits of aquaponics, it grows your veggies so much faster than soil gardens, at least 4 times faster. You're going, seriously, how is that possible when it's a natural ecosystem that we're creating? Well, the reason it is because we have constant water, constant nutrients getting to our plants, okay? Because the fish are always breathing and they're always producing ammonia, so the fish waste. And there's always water within our system, so that's what the plants are getting. They're getting a constant heaven-based environment for them. So as they've got constantly what they need, they grow a lot faster. And it is the same with hydroponics, but hydroponics is not an ecosystem, so it's more of an artificial setup, whereas aquaponics, being the ecosystem, it's closer to nature. It's as close to nature that we can get, and we can be growing our vegetables a hell of a lot faster than in the soil. Now, if you happen to have poor soil, then you're going to have to do an awful lot of work to be able to get it usable for your veggies, okay? So you can always do it. Now, you could also live somewhere like I do. I've got really crap soil. In fact, I don't have soil, I have rock. I have basalt and shale. I don't have soil. So I can't have soil gardening unless I have it in wicking beds, whereas I can have my aquaponic systems and I can grow most of my vegetables. Okay. We can also grow a lot more in smaller spaces, and that's one of the beauties of aquaponics, is that it will allow us to have it in a small space. You can grow so much in small spaces. You can grow things if you're renting. You can take your aquaponic system with you. So this is where you'll decide, what size do I want to build? Will depend on, are you living on land? Are you renting? Are you in a home? Are you in a unit? Do you have to have it indoors, outdoors? All of these different options are what you need to be thinking about for your aquaponic system, and all of that is possible, and you can be growing so much food. Now, the other big thing that I'm wanting to say is that it saves water. Now, I don't know where you live, okay, but I know where I live. I'm in Australia, and we often have water restrictions happening, and it can be really hot and it can be really cold, and we have really severe weather extremes. So at the moment, my aquaponic system is in a hothouse, and it'll be taken down once it's cooled, warmed up a little bit. But with the water restrictions, aquaponics, it sort of sounds a bit weird, you know, when you're filling it up, you're going, oh my god, that's like 5,000 litres of water, or 200 litres of water. When you're filling it up, going, oh my god, I'm wasting so much water. But the water is constantly being recycled within your aquaponic system, whether it's a pond, whether it's a fish tank, whether it's one of the commercial sized fish tanks, whether it's a 500 litre water tank, whether it's a bathtub. The water is constantly moving between the fish tank, the filter, the grow bed. Okay, so as it's constantly circulating, once you've filled it up, you don't have to keep watering it every day. And if you're someone who lives in an area where there is severe water restrictions, water is like gold. You've got to look after it. You've got to make the most of it, and you can't be watering every day. So generally within aquaponics, and this does vary depending on where you live, but you need to top up your aquaponic system pretty much weekly because of the transpiration, that the plants are actually using the water themselves, and evaporation. Can you imagine not having to water a garden every day to get a good amount of veggies? That's the reality, because we've got the constant water happening. We're not needing to water it all every day. We get to save water. So aquaponics, being a man-made ecosystem, we're helping the environment as well. Isn't that awesome? We're getting healthy food. We cannot put any form of chemicals on there, otherwise we're going to kill the fish, which is going to defeat the whole purpose of what we're doing. Should you choose, you could be growing food type fish, so you can even have your protein as well as your vegetable consumption, or you can be growing ornamental fish, so that there's definitely a variable there. We're helping the environment, we're getting lots of good food, we can do it in a small space while we're renting, while we're on land, when we're in our own home, in a unit, in an apartment, and even indoors. That's the amazing concept of aquaponics. Pretty much anywhere. You've just got to work around your environmental limitations. So enough of me yabbering on about this. Let's actually go and have a look at some videos showing you a couple of different types of systems and how they work. Okay?